everyone, welcome to Princess Gay. I'm your host Connie, and today we are here with my blind reaction to episode 10 of Link Click Season 2. So, after this, there's only going to be 2 more episodes left. I'm probably going to do them together. And it sucks that this season is ending, because it's been phenomenal. I can't wait to see if we get a Season 3. I don't even know where Season 2 is going to leave off yet. But, I'm very excited. Now, we've gotten a lot of shit lately. It's like things are starting to come together, but it's also going pretty insane. We have some psychopathic enemies to deal with. We have a girl to get through to. We have a lot of shit happening that just really could go in any direction at this point. And I'm just curious as to how they're going to close this out. Because it's pretty much guaranteed at this point. It's like it hasn't been directly said, I think, but it's pretty much guaranteed that the brother here is the one who, you know, invaded everyone's bodies and everything last season. The one who, at the end of last season and the beginning of this one, took over Xiao Ling's body and tried to kill Lu Guang. And also, you know, prevented Emma from being saved. Which, are we going to get back to that this season at all? Are we going to, like, with defeating this person, are we also going to rescue Emma again? Or try to, at least? Or is that just going to kind of be left behind? I hope not. I hope that that plot point isn't just forgotten, because that's kind of a massive deal. It's kind of what a lot of this has been built around, in some ways. And to just abandon that entire plot point at this point would be a little sad and ridiculous. But I'm excited to see what happens next, so we're just going to get into this episode and see what it is. So, when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black, then it fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts and will contain spoilers to the episode. So, with that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. And we are back, and we'll begin with spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. Like I had said, I kind of wish I had episode 11 downloaded as well already, but I'm also kind of glad that I didn't, because like I said, I want to do the last 2 episodes together. And it's like, this way I get to restrain myself and keep myself from just like pushing forward when I should let myself breathe on this. But yeah, so this didn't go well, like I expected, and like was obvious. I mean, again, there's 2 more episodes after this. You have to have this not go well. It's just typical storytelling. So the entire episode is basically about planning to get Lu Guang back, as well as on the other side, our bad guys planning to get their hands on Xiaoxi. And now we finally know, like, kind of why. Like, we already kind of guessed and knew that they wanted to use Xiaoxi's power, but we're getting a more clear picture. And that's partially because we find out that both siblings have a power, which actually caught me by surprise. Xi-Xi's power is that she can go into photos to go into people, but unlike Xiaoxi, Shishi can't possess them. She's just like basically a passenger watching whatever is going on with them at any given time. While her brother can go into people, but usually only by short range. Usually he has to be touching the person to possess them. However, when he combines this with her power by touching her, his consciousness goes from her and she sends it into someone else. And so that allows him to possess someone else from a distance. However, it seems that it's not a time travel power like Xiaoxi. That when Shishi looks at the photo, she goes into the person where they are currently. And as we see in this episode, the way we see this done is that when they were in the car together, they went into Officer Chen's body at that moment. And that's what eventually led to them killing him. And because of this, she couldn't handle this shit anymore and ran away, which is why we know she was, separated from him now. Everything is connecting beautifully. This series is phenomenal. Like, I'm not even kidding you how much I love this. I've talked about in previous episodes, that this series has reached, my top favorite series. It's not number one, but it's up there. And I can't see it, lowering from this finale. I feel like it's only going to make it better. But through all of these revelations, the fact that Shishi's brother wants to go into the past, wants to use Xiaoxi's power. We know that the ex-cop, I can't remember his name right now, but we can tell that he wants to, have his wife back. That's pretty obvious. The brother's goal has to be something to do with their family. I don't know if he wants to bring their family back, like their parents. I don't know exactly. Because the thing is, I feel like he wouldn't want to. Or maybe he wants to bring back their mother, but not the father? It's hard to say because he's so insane that it's like, how do you try to understand a psychopath, He is so actively crazy. And again, like I said in the reaction, it's tragic. I genuinely feel extremely bad for him. Because although his actions are still his actions, and he has to take responsibility for that, all these murders especially, even though that is the case, it's undeniable that his parents, their death, and again, as well as the influence of his quote-unquote friend, is what drove him into insanity. It caused him to have a mind break after his parents died. He snapped and became vengeful, which are not two things you want to have together. And we already know that the cop was snapping, and so then when he went to take on their case, he saw that this kid had snapped, and it just broke him completely. Like, he was already, having a breakdown himself from his wife's death and all. And then he sees this kid having lost his mind, and it's just like, it was the last straw for him. It was the last thing he was kind of holding on to reality with. But seeing a kid having broken that bad was the final straw for him, and it broke him. And the two ended up kind of forging this bond together to get revenge, and to eventually, once they found out about Xiaoxi, to reverse all of the pain in their lives. And here's the thing, if they succeed, and if they are able to reverse all of that, and like he gets his wife back, the brother gets him and his sister get their mother back, will that actually change anything? Will that actually fix the problem? Will that make them better? I'm kind of doubting it. Honestly, I'm kind of doubting it. And we already have been told many times throughout the series that you can't bring the dead back. But I also think that that's bullshit. Because we've got to bring Emma back. It's such a big part of this series. Like, that can't be a loose plot thread at this point. We already saw that the brother interfered in that before. But that's got to be brought back up. Maybe not this season, but if and hopefully we do get a third season, that's got to be brought back. Because we can't just leave that on hold forever. I don't know how we're going to honestly be able to stop these two without killing them. And it sounds harsh. I mean, like, this brother he's not that old. He's still basically a kid. Like, they're what, teenagers at this point? They're so young. And I would love to see him get help, but I don't think he's going to listen to that. I don't think he's going to be able to receive help. And the cop definitely has to die. Like, he's a problem. Ma probably as well should. I don't see how they're going to get through this without them dying. I don't want them to die. Or at least I don't want the brother to die. But, again, I think it's the only real option here. And I don't know. But we have 2 episodes left, like I said. And I'm definitely excited, but also scared to see how this ends. It's going to be a great finale. I fully believe that, but it's probably going to be a lot. But the difference between this and like other series that are a lot to handle is this is so investing to me that it's like I completely get past the actual like pain and misery of it all, and it's like the enjoyment is so overwhelming that it kind of just takes over for that, and I don't worry about all of the negative feelings because I'm too excited to see more. I love it when a series can do that, when it's super like intense and upsetting and everything, but at the same time it's so good that you just don't care. So yeah, next time is going to be the finale, and it's going to be insane. I wish we could have like a completely happy ending here, but we're not going to. This is going to be really sad no matter what. And hopefully we get the best possible ending out of this. Luckily, this isn't like a hugely spoiled series on social media, so I should be able to avoid the spoilers for the final 2 episodes just fine. I already have, but I think episode 11's been out. I think episode 12 comes out this weekend. So episode 11's already been out, and I haven't seen any spoilers, so I should be fine. It's hard to believe we're already coming to the end of this. It sucks that we're already coming to the end of this, but I am hoping that we do end up getting a season 3 because this series deserves it. And there's definitely more they could do. Even after this storyline is done, there is much more they could do with this. And hell, this storyline might not actually end this season for all we know. There could be loose plot threads. It's very possible. In the meantime, though, tell me in the comments below, what did you think of this episode of Link Click Season 2? And for now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.